So I hear this all the time. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. I'm too overwhelmed to even get started when it comes to my spiritual growth or my spiritual alignment or my spiritual practice. Listen, I know it can be so easy to have these excuses. Life gets in the way, life can get busy. But when it comes to your spiritual growth, this is a non-negotiable because we can make it easy, simple, and practical. And that's what we're going to dive into today. So let's get started. Okay, so when it comes to spiritual growth, let's just cut right to the chase, okay? I'm Ashley from theawakenstate.net, mindset coach, love to talk on spiritual awakening and so forth. But let's just keep this short and sweet and to the point because I want you to start getting results. I know it is so easy to feel tired, upset, have life thrown at you, but we can make practical spiritual choices in our day-to-day lives. And it doesn't mean we have to reach for perfection. It doesn't mean we have to reach for a 2-hour morning practice. And it doesn't mean we need to go on a crazy binge, detox, ayahuasca trip, do drugs, and so forth. You can get started with spiritual alignment and spiritual growth in as little as 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. But the chances are is you're just not making time for it. So let's think about some easy ways that we can start to do this. So when it comes to understanding spiritual growth, the best thing you want to focus on is mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool to work with. If you are new to spiritual growth practices, I love talking about mindfulness because a lot of the times we are often taught meditation, but meditation is the precipice of understanding mindfulness. Knowing how to just become more aware is powerful. So incorporating more mindfulness into your daily life is one of the best things to do. You can incorporate more mindfulness by unplugging. You can incorporate more mindfulness by being more consciously aware. You can be more mindful by simply establishing a mindful movement practice into your day. You can also be more mindful by incorporating more daily practices into your life, which is what we're about ready to talk about. So here's the thing. I think it's so understandable when we are juggling responsibilities and we feel life is busy, but we can't really make the time for ourselves. Maybe you're juggling babies. Maybe you have a college routine and you have to be at class at a certain time, or maybe you have a career where you have a graveyard shift. And I understand that can be really hard to understand how to incorporate a spiritual practice when everyone's 2-hour morning ritual. It doesn't always work. So instead, what we need to do is we need to get creative. And you need to realize that you can incorporate mindfulness in so many everyday situations. Now, for starters, when I had children, I still have children, but when they were babies, I remember finding weird ways to create mindfulness, like being more meditative as I fold the laundry, or being more just aware of my surroundings by cutting out my screen time and being more conscious in my body. You can surprise yourself of how many creative ways you can reach for mindfulness. In general, here are just some very easy tips that you can get started with today. Mindfulness through mindful breathing. So if you were to just take a minute and breathe deep in through your nose and out through your mouth, hold for 5 at the top and release, and do this through a cycle of 3 to 5 times, you are already creating more regulation than the average person, because what you're doing is you're starting to incorporate pranayama breathing into your day. Now, you can do this in as little as 30 seconds. You can incorporate mindful breathing habits into any part of your day. Consider this a mindful moment. Let's create mindful moments. So in this regard, what's happening is you're allowing your body to get more present and back into your body. Now, another thing you can do is you can journal. A lot of the times, journaling doesn't have to be a long, elaborate ritual. It can be as simple as 5 minutes of journaling, setting some intentions, doing a brain dump, writing your goals for the day, writing your thoughts, just brain dumping that emotion out, and so forth. Journaling is a great practice for utilizing mindfulness because it helps you be more clear and aware of who you are, but also kind of gets rid of the mental chatter. One of my favorite ways to use journaling is to just clear my head and figure out what I want to do. And I think that's one of the best tools ever when it comes to really getting out of that monkey mind and the ego and the chatter, and to allow yourself to be more present. So journaling is a great practice for that. And let me tell you, if you don't like journaling, you can always do this in the shower by reciting things, by saying things out loud to yourself in the shower. Maybe you like to do affirmations. Well, okay, you can do them in the shower. You can do them in the car. You can do them while you're driving. You can do them while you're walking around your park. You can do them around walking the dog. You can do affirmations and intention setting anywhere. You can do them when you get out of bed. You can do them anywhere. So to say that you are limited to journaling, no. So when we get into this place of looking at mindfulness, right? Another thing we can do is daily intention setting. One of my favorite practices ever is to set intentions for my day. This is something I love to do every single day, and it only takes me about 5 to 10 minutes. And if I really want to deep dive, it can take an hour, but that's besides the point. It can just do as little as 5 to 10 minutes, and you can set your intentions for your day. Today, I choose to take action with confidence and motivation. Today, I choose to be more peaceful. Today, I want to focus on feeling more confident. Today, I want to focus on feeling more peace of mind in my everyday life. Higher self, guide me to more peace of mind and how I can incorporate more peace of mind in my everyday life. That's all you need to do. Move on with your day. It can be as simple as that. Intention, spiritual prayer, move on. That can be as simple as a mindful practice. Another thing you can do is mindful movement, moving your body. This can be something as small as just incorporating more walking in your day-to-day life. It could be as simple as a 5 to 10 minute exercise routine. There is definitely some 10-minute intense exercise routines that drastically can get you in your body. You just gotta find them. They're on YouTube. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to looking at mindful movement, you have to think about what gets you into your most aligned state. Maybe it's dancing. Maybe it's listening to music. Figuring out what brings you into your most aligned, authentic self is really key here to finding your personal alignment practice when it comes to mind-body rituals. These are just very simple ways that we can easily get into our own alignment. And then finally, I would like to add here, doing a chakra practice. Very simply, you can do a light bath meditation that only takes about 5 minutes. And this helps you clear out your chakras and it helps you kind of realign your energy. In fact, I even have a chakra realignment meditation for you. It is a light bath meditation that I recorded all about how to clear your chakra system so you can do it yourself. This is a great tool to use whenever you have a bad day or you just feel funky or you just feel off. It helps realign your energy and clear your chakras, and you move on with your day. It is one of my favorite things because it doesn't even take long. Now, this is the ways where we can start to realize that we don't need an elaborate routine. We don't need an elaborate anything. Instead, you have to realize that you can fit mindful moments into little tiny pockets of your day. And those little tiny pockets of mindfulness add up and add up and add up. And then eventually you can add them on and you can get longer or whatever. But that's besides the point. The point is that you are starting to incorporate more spiritual growth, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes. Even if it's 30 seconds of mindful breathing, you are still incorporating more mindful movements in your day. And that is so powerful if you think about it. When you think about how just the fact alone that you are starting to do that, you're starting to create a ripple effect regardless of how much time. And time is an illusion anyway. So when we think about this from a place of where you're starting to be committed to yourself, you can let those excuses go that you're too busy, too tired, too overwhelmed. Life gets busy. I understand. I have kids. I get it. But there's easy ways that you can get started. Just like how we have in the membership, bite-size audios and videos so that you can understand how to get started immediately with the right tools and the right processes. Because here's the thing, you don't need a 2-hour college lecture just to get a concept. Sometimes it's so much easier and so much faster to just get 10 to 15 to 20 minutes of information that you absorb, and then you do the soul work and you start to implement that back into your life. And then when you start to do that on repeat and you show up and you repeatedly do it more and more, then that's where you're going to see so much progress. And that's what it's really about. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tip lesson on how to get started with more mindful movements and more mindful moments in your everyday life. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.